Let's go with what it gave us. I'm going to copy that and pop it into Suno. I'm going to pop it into this Styles tab here. And I'm not going to get fancy. I'm just going to go in, nothing extra right now. Let's just hit create and see what it does. So let's see what we got. Let's go to the top one first. Welcome to AI for Music Production, the workshop. I want to tell you, I'm so excited to do this because AI is changing everything and it's going faster than I could have ever possibly imagined. And I know it may be the same for you. I want you to think about AI like a bandmate. It's not going to be a replacement for you or anything else. It's like, you're hanging out with your boys in your studio or whatever, or your girl, whatever case may be. But you are still the artist, and AI just helps you finish the track, So I want you to understand something. Now, not all AI is the same. You've got thinking AI, which is basically your chat bots like ChatGPT, Gemini, and other ones that you basically put something into it. You're chatting back and forth with it. It'll give you something back, and go back and forth. They brainstorm and help you make decisions and do all kinds of other things. But then you have another kind which basically is more creative. They generate things, like audio, video, images, things like that. So this is where Suno AI and Udio and Eureka and different things like that come in for music and audio, or for images, you got Midjourney and Leonardo and things like that. And then for video, you've got Sora and VO3 from Google and several other ones. Then you've got research ones too that can go out and just find stuff for you, put things together and compile things so that you have a good information base, using things like Perplexity. And then you tell it to prioritize clarity and prioritize immediate usefulness. You want it to be useful, something you can execute right now that, it's not just some weird concept that you can't really do anything with. It's something that if you take this and execute on it right now at that moment, you're going to get a good result that you want, what you put in there in the my goal, you'll actually get it. It knows what a voice should be and what that waveform is within that blob. So it can pull that out. It can determine melodies. It can know that notes are moving up and down, but that sound is basically the same identity, but it's moving up and down in frequencies and everything. So it can assume that that's a voice. That's a voice that's singing a melody. So it can pull things out and manipulate things like that, Okay, so I wanted to show you exactly how we're going to use this. Let's try it. Putting that prompt into ChatGPT and help it build out something that we can then take over into Suno and see what happens. So I put in there that our prompt, act as a veteran music industry educator. And we know that one. And the other part is they're going to be a hands-on creative workflow coach, okay? And then that part where we put in my goal, I put in there for it to say my goal is to create an energetic alternative funk R&B song in Suno AI with guitar, bass, keyboards, and drums. And I wanted to have a signature hook sound from the very beginning, and to prioritize clarity and immediate usefulness and avoid teaching mode. You're going to specifically tell it what you're trying to accomplish and what give you some ideas of how to get to that. Hybrid creativity is now the standard. The workflow is going to be from the artist uploading some things as basic ideas, basic input that'll spark that process. And the AI will get in and take the process and give you all the possibilities from the process, many things that you never would have even thought of. But then the human comes back in and integrates it all and puts it all together as to what makes the most sense. Let's talk about how the machine actually listens, And so this is when I talk about there's that sameness, audio, AI listens to audio, and basically it chops it up in a million different ways. We know that like samplers and things like that work, and then it can recognize different parts of it. It can recognize the patterns inside. So it knows the difference inside those chops it is. It knows whether something is a bird, like it says, or compared to being a kick drum. It knows whether something is in a certain key because it can tell what frequency range it's in. It knows whether something playing within that key is high or low within the key because if it's a bass, it's going to be different than a vocal, so it's not going to mistake a vocal for a bass. It listens in different ways because things just make sense when it chops all this stuff up. It knows where things, based on all that learning that it's done about a million and billions of things going on. So your new workflow is just embrace the tech. Okay, it's here, and it ain't going nowhere. The genie is not going back in that bottle. So just embrace it and get your hours in to master it, because those that master it are the ones that are going to thrive. So even though I'm older, I'm reinvigorated and I'm excited because I just see the possibilities here. And I've been on the front end, and I'm sharing this with you so that you can know how to think about this.